They called her Gudit. They called her Yodit. Some called her a heretic, others a liberator. But all agreed on one thing: she was fire. Not metaphorically, literally. In 10th century Ethiopia, she didn't just challenge the ruling Aksumite dynasty. She burned it. This is not the story of a queen who inherited power. This is the story of a woman who took it with flame and fury. At the time, the kingdom of Aksum was fading. Once a titan of trade and religion, a power that minted its own coins and built towering obelisks, it had grown weak, bloated by complacency and fractured by internal strife. And out of that shadow came Yodit. Some say she was part of the Beta Israel, the Jewish community in Ethiopia. Others claim she was from a rival ethnic line, marginalized and exiled. The truth is tangled in myth and silence, because history is written by the victors, and she was no one's chosen victor. But she rose. And when she did, the highlands trembled. She led armies, not beside men, not behind them, in front of them. She swept through the north, destroying churches, toppling statues, dismantling the Aksumite monarchy, piece by piece. For 30 years she ruled. Not as a puppet, not as a consort, as queen. Sole, absolute, unyielding. They say she torched the great city of Aksum itself, that she shattered the symbols of empire, the cross, the crown, the carved stone stelae that once reached for heaven. Why? Revenge? Revolution? Justice? No one knows for sure, because Ethiopian chronicles fell silent. They erased her name, not just from records but from memory, as if burning her story could undo her legacy. But you don't erase fire. You can't silence a woman who dethroned kings. To some, she's a villain, a destroyer of faith, a breaker of tradition. To others, a revolutionary who shattered a corrupt regime and made way for something new. But this much is clear. Yodit was not a footnote. She didn't ask to rule. She seized it. And for 3 decades, no king sat comfortably in Ethiopia. Even after her death, it took nearly a century for the Solomonic dynasty to rise. 100 years to rebuild what she tore down. Yodit was not a symbol of compromise. She was the edge of a sword. The spark in dry grass. The queen whose fire changed an empire. And whether you call her a curse or a queen, you will remember her name.